What's up, people? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all look good. Hey. That's my flirt noise, ma'am. You just been flirted with. Take that with you. It's a cool situation, man. I cannot believe I'm so happy to be here. Normally when comedians say that, they don't mean it at all. It's just a way to get into the set, but I really mean it. I was on a flight yesterday that probably shouldn't have made it. So I'm extremely happy to be here. Y'all tell me what y'all think. It was very uncomfortable for me. It wasn't a lot of people on the flight. Everybody had their own row. I was sitting in my seat, dude across the aisle, sitting by himself, had an aisle to himself. The flight attendant, the air lady, the plane waitress, she walks up to him and says, excuse me, sir, I need you to sit in your assigned seat until we take off, then you can move. But for balance purposes, we need you to sit in your seat while we take off. I was immediately uncomfortable. I pressed my call, but she was standing right here, I still pressed the button. I wanted it to be proof of the conversation we're about to have. Ma'am, are you telling me that we are one moderately husky dude away from going down? I don't want to be here. This is not the flight I'm supposed to be on. This is very uncomfortable for me. Like, do we have to adhere to this the whole time? Like, if I want to go to the bathroom in the back, do I got to send a dude to the front at the same time? Like, all right, bro, come on now. Slow down. You're going to kill us. Grab your jacket. You got to keep it balanced. Grab your jacket, sir. I don't like this at all. That's uncomfortable, man. That was the second flight. Yesterday was the second flight I took since the world started coming to an end. The first flight I took was to do a gig. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. You got to, when you're a comedian, you got to do stuff that you don't want to do for money. That's not what I'm talking about, man. She's so nasty. Everybody's ever heard of this before, but there's a branch of the military called Space Force. Yeah. Clap if you know what you heard of Space Force. Clap if you heard of Space Force. You're better people than me. I had no idea. I thought the email to come and perform there was a joke. But they quoted a ridiculous amount of money, so I went anyway. Space Force is not the name the brightest minds in the country should come up with, okay? That's an early Saturday morning cartoon for children, Space Force. That's stupid. But that was my first red flag. When I flew, I landed, and who picked me up at the airport was a guy named Bob, okay? Now, Bob is not a real name. That is something Bill Murray made up for laughs in one movie. There's no real people named Bob. Is there any Bobs in here? Any Bobs? Exactly. It's only one way you know a Bob, and that's if you know somebody in witness protection. So that was the second red flag. Third, we were at the tail end of 2020, which means everybody got it. Everybody's super contagious at this point, right? So we're doing outside shows. So I perform on the stage. There was people out here, but it was cars, and they were sitting in their cars. We got there early, so it was an empty parking lot. That means I got picked up by Bob to go to the Space Force to perform in an empty parking lot. If you're in the car with a Bob and you pull up to an empty parking lot, you will never see your loved ones again. My first thought was, I hope my organs go to good people. I don't smoke. I used to be an athlete. I got good organs. And if this is how it ends, Jesus, I'm ready. But spoiler alert, I made it. I took the gig. I had to take it because I needed to get out the house. I've been stuck with me, and I'm so sick of me. I've been with me for a long time, and I'm getting on my nerves. I had to get out. I was changing in ways that I did not like. It lasted too. Like I steal now. I didn't used to steal. I steal now. It's not out of need, it's out of patience. These lines is too long and I'm not standing in them. If it takes you longer to check me out than it does for me to realize this stuff fit in my pocket, you lose. I win. Next game, why are we playing this? This is dumb. I'm good at it. This is so stupid. Y'all pick another game? Off stage, I'm a quiet person. To myself, observationalist. I don't really talk too much. I always thought to myself, I don't like drama. I don't do drama. Turns out, I love drama. I just never participated before. When you participated, it's super fun. Like on TV, especially if you don't like happiness. Like, I don't really like happiness or like that. If you don't really like happiness, like, TV drama is hilarious. Like, it's funny. Like, if you... like, I can't watch two people get married. I can't watch that. That's dumb. Why am I here? I don't think y'all gonna make it. And I don't want to have to choose between the two of y'all. There's no reason everybody should be watching this. This is dumb. I can't watch two people get married. But if he lives in, like, Nigeria and she's like an old white lady from Nevada, I can watch that all day. I'll TiVo that and watch it later. That's my favorite. he trying to get into the country and she trying to get pregnant for some reason. This is not real love, ma'am. He's a Nigerian rapper. You don't even know that dude. I love it so much. I love drama. I just had to get out of the house, man. My lazy levels was hitting catastrophic levels, man. Like, for example, I would make me a bunch of sandwiches, lay them throughout the house, so no matter where I sit down, I ain't got to get up, get nothing to eat. Don't judge me, man. There's clearly a cry for help. Where were you at? I didn't say I was happy about it. I was very, very uncomfortable with the amount of days consecutively I wore the same sweatpants. And I didn't have a problem with it at all. Just like it. That's why as soon as they started hinting at the vaccine, I ran and got it. As soon as they started hinting at it, I'm like, I gotta get it. I don't care. I need to get out the house. Go ahead and give me the vaccine. They could that. I don't even care. Like, as soon as I heard about it, I went home, took all the sleeves off all my shirts. I wanted to accidentally get the vaccine. It could have been a sketchy dude in a trench coat outside the subway, just offering the second shot. And I was like, go ahead, give it to me, give it to me. I ain't got the first one yet, but give me the second one. I'll get the first one later. Go ahead, give it to me. Go ahead, give it to me. I don't care. I absolutely don't care. I needed to get it. Breathing? The virus took your breathing. That's one of the main things I do. I love walks, ma'am. I love romantic comedy and breathing. That's one of my favorites. I had to get it, man. I had to get it because I had to get out the house. It was too much. I was learning too much about myself. I don't want to get to know me anymore.